What is HSK 3.0? When is the new HSK starting? And what textbooks do I need to buy? All these questions and many more we'll be answering in this short video. Question number 1. What is HSK 3.0 or new HSK? So this is the newly revamped HSK exam format, which previously lasted for 6 levels, but now has 9 levels. The idea of this is to align the framework more with the European framework of A1 to B1, 2 and C1 and C2. Previously, it was believed that the HSK exam was too easy, and unfortunately this fact is very true. Now the levels should align more with beginner, intermediate and advanced. So HSKs 1, 2 and 3 will denote a beginner learner, 4, 5 and 6 for intermediate, and 7, 8 and 9 for advanced Chinese learners. What are the key dates for the new HSK? So it's been talked about for a very long time. In fact, we filmed our first new HSK video way back in 2020 and it's still not complete, but we're hoping by July 2026 everything has been released and everything has been officially changed for good. What we do know is that in November 2025 the official new HSK 3.0 syllabus was released. This is 11,000 words in total. Originally it was 11,092, but they decided to remove 92 words and now we're down to just 11,000 words needed to pass HSK level 9. January 31st, 2026 is when the first global exam trial will begin, and by the time we get to July 2026, everything should be complete. Next question, what has changed with the new HSK? Well, there's quite a few things actually. The first one we've already mentioned, that's the number of levels. Now there's 9 levels compared to the previous 6. One of the significant things that's changed is the number of words you need to know to pass each level. So previously the top level you could achieve in Chinese was the HSK 6. That required a knowledge of 5,000 Chinese words. Well, now if you want the top knowledge, you will need to know 11,000 words, so more than double the number of words are needed to pass the HSK 9. Every level from HSK 1 all the way up to 6 has become harder if we're going by number of words. So previously for HSK 1 you would only need to have known 150 Chinese words, but now you need more than double for that. And the same for every level is true, so you will need to learn more words to pass each level, which although is harder, will give you a more genuine reflection of your Chinese level. Another thing that's changed that strikes fear into language learners is handwriting. Handwriting is not needed until you get to level HSK 5, and there's also some good news. You can sit paper-based or online exams. So if you take the online exam, you actually don't need to actually handwrite the Chinese Hanzi. You can just type them using Pinyin on your computer keyboard. Another thing we actually really like at LTL is that they've added lots of modern words. So I'll give you 3 examples here that will pop up on the screen. The first is xi'an, which means to scan a QR code. The second is wanggou, which means online shopping. And the third, dianzan, which means to like an Instagram post. Like this video while you're here. So this is 3 examples of many modern day words that are used in Chinese and everyday Chinese as well that have been added to the HSK exam. Whilst they've added some words, they've also removed other words, so words that aren't so commonly used or perhaps slightly more ancient Chinese. They've also removed uncommon surnames, or surnames that you don't really hear so much, which causes confusion typically to foreigners. So these have been removed. In terms of the exam itself, in terms of the multiple choice questions, which have always been a key part of the HSK exam, there will also be the addition of sentence building and more comprehensive writing structures as well. You can find out more about those in the future. In terms of listening and reading, these remain core components as they were before, but the text and dialogues now are typically more based on real life scenarios. So not your classic textbook Chinese, but more real life stuff, which is very useful, not just for passing the exam, but also day-to-day Mandarin. What do I do when taking the HSK exam in 2026? This is a very good question because you're at a bit of a crossroads. So if you're planning to take the HSK exam before July 2026, stick to the current syllabus. So don't worry about HSK 7, 8 and 9. Don't worry about new textbooks, new formats. Study what you've been studying and the exam will be as expected as it's been before. If you plan to take the HSK exam in the latter half of 2026, so in the autumn or winter season, our best advice right now would just be to hold off on booking anything because things will change. Continue studying as you are, but be prepared that the exam will likely change from July this year, so just be aware of that fact. Another common question we get is, will the HSK be more difficult? Now, I think if you've got to this point in the video, you realize it probably is going to be more difficult, but that doesn't have to be a bad thing. Whilst the exam will be harder, this will give a better reflection of your real life Chinese language ability and allow you to speak more, do more, and achieve more in China. The new HSK, as mentioned before, will also bring everything closer to other frameworks such as the European framework of A1 all the way through to C2, so it allows you to understand better exactly where your Chinese language level is. So I'm sure you will still have many more questions and we welcome them. We're experts in this field, so please leave us a comment below. We will continue to post regular updates on the HSK when we hear them, and good luck with your Chinese language studying. Bye bye!